WWE Fastlane had it all, and it is time for me to review the action. That's right, I'm Austin Pistol One Pistolka, and it's time for Pistol's Powerhouse. WWE Fastlane started off well with Miz TV on the pre-show with his special guest Paul Heyman. Now, this really wasn't much to build up hype for Brock Lesnar because he's Brock Lesnar, he's the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, but more so to create more heat and more tension between Miz and Mizdow, which it did a very good job. I cannot wait for their match to happen. I give the pre-show a B+. Probably could have been better, but it was pretty good. It was pretty darn good, to say the least. The first match of the night was the six-man tag team match between Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, and Eric Rowan taking on The Authority. This match didn't have much of a build-up, so it almost had an indie feel to it, where you don't really know the story, but it was a very fun match to watch. I enjoyed it. The announce team focused too much on what The Authority did rather than the match itself, but all in all, it was a very fun match to watch. Personally, I give it a B because the build-up should have been better. Up next was Stardust taking on Goldust. Now, this match was kind of slow, but I'm not going to blame the talent on this one. I'm going to blame it on the crowd. The crowd was absolutely dead for this match. It really took away from the match personally, but Cody Rhodes did a fantastic job of playing off the I'm going insane character. He became more of a beast, more brutality, and it especially showed in the cutscene afterwards. So this match wasn't their final bout, so I gotta give it a C just because it was all set up and not much flash. But their match at Wrestlemania is going to be huge. The tag team title match between Cesaro and Kid versus the Usos was fantastic. These two teams fought like the tag team titles still mattered, which is really what the WWE wants to see from these guys. I mean, the Intercontinental Championship is starting to get some more prestige, the United States Championship, and now the tag team titles. Fill out the roster with more tag teams. This could be fantastic. So the match itself was great. I loved it. Cesaro's one-legged swing into a half Boston Crab, just awesome. Finally, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro are getting some kind of push from the WWE. Hopefully this leads to more great things. I give this match an A. Personally, it was really fun, and I can't wait for their next meeting. Then came the confrontation between Sting and Triple H. I was really excited for this, and I don't know, it left some to be desired. I really wish Sting could talk a little bit, because that way we could know his intentions. He doesn't need to talk as much as Triple H by any means, but just have him talk a little bit. Be a little more powerful with his words is what I think would be better. The clash between the sledgehammer and the baseball bat was perfect. But I think some more theatrics would have been really nice. That being said, I give this segment a B just because there was a lot more that could have made this segment over the top. Paige versus Nikki Bella for the Divas title was short. I mean, it was a fun match to watch. There was some fun spots, but it was just, I don't know, it needed more time. Now, they are probably building towards a rematch at WrestleMania where they will let these two go on longer. Hopefully they do, because the two of them had great chemistry. Nikki Bella looked really good. I can't wait to see these women in a 15-minute match, because that would be fantastic. As of right now, I give this match a C+, just because there wasn't enough of it. I want more of the Divas division. The battle for the Intercontinental Championship between champion Wade Barrett versus the challenger Dean Ambrose was a lot of fun. It was a great match, but it really was just a setup match. The finish was, I guess, kind of weird. I was left being like, really? That's how they decided to end it? With the disqualification and Ambrose taking the title, it sets up a lot of cool stuff to happen towards WrestleMania, but for the match itself, it was, left some to be desired. I really would have liked a better ending, but I like where this is going. As a match, it had some great fun spots. Dean Ambrose has the absolute best clothesline in the business right now, and Wade Barrett had some good chemistry with Dean Ambrose. I was really pleased with the match overall, but I give it a C because I didn't like the finish. Up next was Bray Wyatt calling out The Undertaker. I was freaking out. If you want, go to my Twitter at pistol_1 and watch as I become my 12-year-old little girl just screaming and shouting. I was so excited. The Undertaker's back. And then it was Bray Wyatt in the casket. And I was like, no, I just want The Undertaker. Let it happen. And it is going to happen. Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. This was a very memorable moment that WWE created. I give it an A. I mean, it was spot on. Well done, Bray Wyatt. That was fantastic. I cannot wait to see this match at WrestleMania. The battle for the WWE United States Championship between the champion Rusev and the challenger John Cena was a fantastic match, but there were things that kept it from being an instant classic. Early on, John Cena called some of the spots. I don't know if this was just bad camera angles or if John Cena just had to talk a little louder to Rusev. All in all, it was an exciting match, but the ending left something to be desired just because we've seen a lot of people kick out of the AA as of late, and we've also seen a lot of people get knocked out by the Accolade. Both these endings were overused. Would be the right word to describe it. Now, this should lead to another battle at WrestleMania, which I'm excited for. Hopefully they figure out a better ending. But this match was pretty darn good. It showcased how good, how powerful, how good of a heel Rusev is, and it still showed that John Cena has some left in the tank. I'm really excited to see the rematch. As for this match, I give it a B just because there were the things that made it a little technically not sound, but all in all, a pretty good match. And finally, it was time for the main event between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan to see who will take on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. This match was an instant classic. It was so dang awesome. I mean, the announce team did a great job of calling the match, and that's hard to believe sometimes. It also was great because of the little nuances that they put in that I don't know if everyone caught. Early on, when Daniel Bryan had Roman Reigns in a headlock, Roman Reigns couldn't get out of it because Daniel Bryan's the more technically sound wrestler. And then when Roman Reigns had a headlock in, Daniel Bryan was able to get out of it pretty quickly. Those are some of the little nuances that I'm talking about that really made this match special. I mean, showing that Daniel Bryan was a very technical wrestler, a strategist, and showing Roman Reigns as just a powerhouse that destroyed everything. It was great. It was fantastic. It was a great clash of styles, and it made for some really big spots. And just saying it, I called the ending with Daniel Bryan shaking Roman Reigns' hand. I called that. Go back and watch the last episode. I called that. But how it ended with Roman Reigns finishing with a spear while Daniel Bryan was going for a flying knee, it was a great way to end it, and it made Roman Reigns into a main event star. He really stepped up when the spotlight was biggest, and now we move to WrestleMania, where the spotlight only gets bigger. Roman Reigns is going to do a fantastic job. As for the match itself, it's definitely an A+ match. Now that I've said my part, what do you all think? Make sure you tweet me at pistol_1 or leave a comment down below. Tell me if I've gone insane. Tell me if I'm right. I just want to know. Make sure you share this with your friends, and make sure you hit that like button. Until next time, I'm Austin Pistolka, and this is Pistol's Powerhouse.